Well, howdy doody and heidi ho, everyone. It's GleeCon, and I'm back with another episode of Lore of Warcraft. I apologize for not posting a record yesterday. That is the first time in about a month that we've missed a day, so I apologize for doing that, and also for not giving a warning. It is back to the slammed period at work, and I had a super long. I knew I was going to have a long work day yesterday, but I just getting back in the not being working from home kind of mode. I was wiped at the end of it and couldn't find it in me to squeeze a record in. But I appreciate you turning in today. We finished Black Fathom Deeps and all of Ashenvale on our last episode, which was the continuation of our epic series of covering everything in the World of Warcraft universe, including the what we've been doing lately, which is a World of Warcraft Classic walkthrough. So today we're going to pick up and start on the Wetlands. So stay a while and listen as we get going underway there. I don't think we're actually in Menethil or anything, so it's going to have to do a little bit of travel, a tiny pinch of housekeeping just to start us off. In that housekeeping, I will do my best to include my thoughts on whatever kind of updates we can get. This is a COD, I think, for a pair of pants I sent in on the last episode. We've got some things, some true silver here and stuff like that. I legit don't even know. I mean, we have some silver ore we got on the last episode, so we can take that silver ore and we can use it. Let's see what we got here. Okay, cool. So this was a pair of pants. They were going to vendor for like 39 or something. And so I made about 5 silver more than I otherwise would have made. All right, let's look and see what's going on in the Wetlands. Well, we already have the other half of a noble brew. We've got to do that. Darnassus is probably not going to have anything Wetlands. Nope, that's Nomergon. So that's it. We also did the donation of wool in the last episode, so that's cool. We did our first one of those. If we look here in Stormwind, that's Nomergon. That's the swamp. Brother Anton. I don't even... Desolus. This is Stockades, wool. Malon's request is Arathi. Don't even know what that is. Theramore. It says Theramore, but yeah, so that's probably Dustwallow Marsh. This we need to pick up. James Hyal. I'm glad. I felt like there was something we needed to get. So James Hyal we need to pick up because that truly is a call it a Wetlands quest. Just the first step. You know, we can pick up really the first 2 steps in that series. It's ultimately a chain that takes us to Dustwallow Marsh, but the problem with it is the reason why it's very important if you're trying to be a completionist is that there is another quest called James Hyal as well. That is a Menethil Harbor, so a Wetlands quest that just is also a breadcrumb. It's all designed to get you over to Dustwallow Marsh, which is why it's a level 35 quest. But when we're questing, we would most likely, and most people would most likely, pick that quest up there, which will then obliterate this other James Hyal quest. So if you truly want to be a completionist and you want every quest, including every breadcrumb, it's imperative that you pick up James Hyal from Stormwind first. I think that's it for this area. So then while we're walking back over to Ironforge, because we might as well take the tram to Ironforge before we fly, we also need to hit up the bank. So there's that. We are level 34, but I'm pretty sure on the last episode, this is the Blue Recluse. It is a quest designed for, it's a place for mages, I guess.
Before working here at the Blue Recluse, I was trained by one of the best chefs and innkeepers I'd ever met. His name was James Hyal. Everything I have and everywhere I've gotten in life is thanks to him. I wonder how he's doing. His brother Vincent and he went to work in a tavern in Menethil Harbor, but I haven't heard from him recently. If you ever happen to be headed in that direction, maybe you could say hello to him for me.
So, okay. So the difference between that quest and, say, Morgenstern is the quest line for Morgenstern, which is Mudrock Soups. Oh, see, that takes us right to Theramore, that's why. Yeah, so I guess that's the main difference. That one takes us to Theramore. So we just want to make sure that we pick that up before we go. Alright, so on the way, we're going to stop at the bank to... I have a couple copper. The goal is going to be to take... I don't know, what do we have here with silver? If we still have these silver bronze gauntlets. So for every 1 silver and 8 bronze, and a couple coarse shining stones, we can get a point. So because we have 4 silver, we could stand to do with 32 bronze, which is going to be 16 each, copper and tin. We already have 4 tin, we have 2 copper. So we're going to try to get into that ballpark of around 16 for those. I'm going to stick the true silver bar. We need at least one of those for a quest at some point. I can't remember what quest it is, but you do need one. So we're going to stick
Welcome
that
to the Bank
in.
of Stormwind. We offer financial accounts and safety deposit
Get a small
boxes
lustrous
for valuable
pearl. Might as
items.
well stick
Do
that
you
in
already
there.
have an account with us, ma'am?
No, sir, I do not. And then a lot of this we can sell. Another moss agate. I think that's okay. The rest of this is pretty fine. Oh, lesser moonstones. No, I want to keep those. Okay, alright.
Go with honor.
So now we need to just pop by a vendor as well on our way back. So if we can find any vendor, we'll start that before we hit this zone up. So I also need to mark off that we picked up the James Hyal quest. Here's an arsenal right here. Yeah, I don't...
Well, have you come seeking training in the ways of armed combat?
Best deals in all of Stormwind, my friend. Won't find any better. Now, what can I help you with?
Haba, haba. I'm gonna sell them at shops. Okay, I think that ring is pretty bad. Alright, oh, another thing that's all good right there. We're saving up. We can still... Oh, we need to do this heavy silk. Let's make these right here. Forgot we're still working on that operation. We're going to need to fish, most likely, when this is all... Yeah, we're at 165. We should be at 170. Okay, so we're going to need to do 5 points of fishing when we land in Menethil also. So just a FYI to put it out there. We're going to be cranking out these heavy silk bandages because while at 210 we are going to finally learn Mage Weave. I'm sure that those will just be green, so we can still rock them for a little while, because we're not really at a place where we're going to be getting Mage Weave drops anytime soon. So we might as well just keep rocking it out in this manner. Yeah, so it's already down to 210 now, which is cool, but like I said, 225 will get us the ability to learn our next rank, which I don't even remember where that's at, in all honesty. We'll have to Google it. I truly can't remember where you get... I know it's in Arathi Highlands for the Horde. Oh, look at that. We got 5 points. We're at 215. 216. That was pretty good, actually.
Best deals in all of Stormwind, my friend. Won't find any better.
Okay,
now,
my
what
friend.
can I help you with?
Yes, my friend. Yes, my friend. Nice little bit of those. So, this wool cloth we're just saving because we still have 3 factions we can trade it into. Alright, so that's good. Oh, you know what? There you go. We can learn that book now. So let's go ahead and learn how to make Mage Weave bandages. Excellent. And now we're off. Alright, pretty good progress. Oh, there's a spot right there. Okay, so I don't remember. I don't really make trying to remember. It might be. I don't think it's Deathless. but it might be. I mean, that can be something that we look up also. So I'll fix the spreadsheet when we're doing we start waiting for some of this stuff. Yeah, just as a update for what we've done this week. So I missed an episode. Now that's common during my busier times at work for me to miss one per week. I'm going to try to keep that down as minimally as I can. And it would be fantastic to be in a world where that never happened. But to have the comfort of life, to have a steady job and not stress about those things, unfortunately, this is how it has become. So I am in a world where I have to work a long hours sometimes. Most of you are probably in that same boat, so I'm not saying anything new to you. It's just also, I was, while working from home, any of that time I would be using that I'm now using on commuting and pulling long hours, I was putting all that into this game. So I was easily making 20 hours of content a week over the past month, but you add that into a 40, 50 hour a week at the office, it's too much. I'm running out of hours in the day. But part of it is also me just adjusting my body. I'm quite tired. I'm not a morning person at all, and I have to wake up ridiculously early for my job, so that's part of it too. But I won't waste your brain too much more for that. But so we did miss one. I won't miss another one this week. I am missing all of I've had no time for days to put into the trailblazing that I use to make the spreadsheet. So we're going to reach a point, if we keep going at this rate, where we're going to have to mandatorily pause this. And I won't not make episodes. I will just switch over and do some episodes from non-canon content. I will at least maybe try that in the future too. Like, let's say I had a night where, like I did yesterday, I might try to at least squeeze off a little 5-10 minute episode, so that we're technically getting one of those that I have in the pipelines planned, produced, so we're still getting one that way. I still haven't decided how I'm going to balance the hours of the Patreon records, because I missed one this week, so I only had 2 this week. Not the end of the world. There's still 9 total episodes already for people that are members or have supported me in that way. So for those that are out there that wanted to check out the Lore of Assassin's Creed content, I appreciate that. All right, so what's the point of us going to Menethil? What's the lore behind it, to the Wetlands? Well, yeah, it's a land that is a fringe land for the dwarves. It's on the other side of the Fandal span, I believe. Or no, maybe the Fandal. No, it's on the. I'm sorry, on the lock. It's on the other. It's to the north of the dam that was separating Loch Modan. Okay, those are all Nomergon stuff. This is Shimmering Flats, Desolus Dungeons, Darkmoon Fair. We are gonna do those Darkmoon Fair quests eventually, but. Alright, so no other quests that we have out here. It's also where Menethil Harbor is, and Menethil Harbor is a place where, if you look at it geographically, it is this harbor right here. Well, on the Eastern Kingdoms, according to the old maps of the world, the seaport towns here, you have the ones from the Great Wars being important.
Wildhammer dwarves might have fast steeds, but can those airy pink griffins stand the heat of the Great Falls?
So the island nations will eventually appear here. We will rediscover them. Kultiris and Zandalar and so there's a connection there. Menethil Harbor is also, it's a fleet by which we will, that you can address those. From the flip side, this Barrymore is a place where I believe the final war in Warcraft 3 takes place. with Jaina having to turn against her own father. So there's a connection between these two seaport areas. This is also part of the internal sea that connects South Shore, and so this is an important thing that's addressed ever since Warcraft 1, Warcraft 2, really. But within it, we're looking at it as a wetland that drains into the loch, and also it is the Thandal span does connect the southern from the northern continent of the eastern kingdoms. Within this, it is a swampy region. It does undergo a little bit of changes in Cataclysm. You have some mountainous areas that are still rich in troll population. Then without, we have smattering of furbolgs and gnolls, so still the same kind of creatures that are attacking a lot of the land. We have some kind of nature elementals that are the tree warden type of people that are going to be protecting this land. And then within the mountains, there's also a lot of history here, which ties into some archaeological expeditions. So that's going to be tied to actual artifacts, actual fossils, but also it'll tie us into some Titan type of ideas. Meanwhile, this is the kind of near the area because the Twilight Highlands, which would be like right here, is not that far away, or maybe they're right here. So this is where the Dragon Maw clan of orcs and the original dragon kind of capturings would have taken place. Okay, so we've been to this dock many times. This is how you can get to Eastern Kingdoms. I mean, Kalimdor in a couple of ways. You can go this way if you want to get to Theramore. You can go over there if you want to get to the Night Elves. And we're just going to explore this town while we're here. Let's check off on our spreadsheet James Hyal. So if we go over to the wetlands, you can see we're already getting closer and closer to catching up where we were. Way down here, James Hyal is a quest that we could have started. We really will have started. Okay, so first off, we're going to go ahead and add these 3 columns. Okay, and then I'm going to be placing this right there. And then we're going to add bam bam, except this will be the wetlands, and oops, I've got my caps on. The wetlands, and then we'll go ahead and add in some of these bad boys. And we'll just add some for now. This is really not a long, super time-consuming zone, but it is what it is. Okay, so here is Carl Boren. He gives us a quest.
Murlocs are crawling out from the deep waters and building their villages on the coastline. They are harassing our fishers and merchants and must be stopped. One of these Murlocs, Gobbler, skulks with other bluegill Murlocs and harries merchants along the road, always then retreating to the safety of the nearby Murloc hovels. Our merchants are in jeopardy, and we will pay to secure them. Gobbler prowls the river inlet north of here. Find him, slay his kin, and bring me his head.
Nothing makes me happier than when it starts to turn into a, like, robot. I am a human. Okay, so that was Claws in the Deep. That is we're going to start killing these guys. This is the Bluegill Murlocs, so the Murloc tribe, clan, whatever, that is in this region, in this area. This guy can train you in fishing.
I can teach you fishing skills.
This guy can sell you some fishing thing. Rock scale cod and mithril head trout. Those are very important ones if you would like to do fishing to help your leveling up of cooking. Those are 2 great ones, and we are going to be picking up some of this fish right now as we get on with our fishing. So we do need to do 5 points of fishing. Doesn't that make everybody so happy? But this is how you stay on top of it in the long run, and we keep going. So today's episode, well, we're going to pick up a lot, and I guess we can kind of sort of make our way through. Now, my guess would be we can probably finish this zone in 3 episodes. That's just my guess. Because it's really not a high level difficult zone. So we're going to... We can probably work our way through here. Kind of just making our way over to the excavation. And maybe even as far out to the daily delivery. Because that's going to send us running back. Now, it might also be a good idea to go back and hit the Tramping Paws. That's not the worst either, because that's gonna... Those are gonna be quests that send us back, you know, back and forth. So it's not the worst idea if we even go out here, pick these up, come back and work our way through, and come back out, because we are going to be running... Okay, we got our first point of fishing, and we got a crate. I didn't even read what that said. It said something, this crate, Venture Company Supplies crate. But we'll get some quests exploring this area. You know what? There's a Refband ore quest. There is a quest for Refband ore that we need. Where is that picked up? No gain. In search for Incendicite. We need that, actually. Dag nabbit. Okay, but there is a mission that comes from Ironforge. Which one is that? The day after the Grand Betrayal. How do we not? Maybe I already turned in that quest. Let's look and see on the spreadsheet. There is a search for Incendicite somewhere here. Yeah. So I missed that. So we are going to have to pick that quest up. I forgot all about it. That's alright. We'll still keep... We don't necessarily have to do that today. I mean, I kind of want to. So maybe after we pick up all the quests in this little region, we'll kind of go back there and... Or we could wait until we do the... I just had that thing when I'm starting to scan through the area. No, we won't. We won't do it today. Because it's over here in this cave. We'll do it whenever we make our way down here and get the Musquash route. Before we go to do that, I want to have that quest because we have to go in this cave and mine up Incendicite. So I did forget that, dagnabbit. And that's because that one was not set out of a capital. It was set out of Dunmorog. So it's a little bit different. No gain. That at least has a breadcrumb from there. We'll do that as we're working on these quests in Novergon. But yeah, this search for Incendicite is a Wetlands quest that you get out of there. And I believe the search for Incendicite maybe had a previous thing where we went and picked that up, but maybe another zone. I can't remember. But that's a Wetlands quest. If you are not a miner and you want to do it, I suggest as soon as you start this zone, you go into the auction houses of the area and just buy it whenever you can. I can't remember exactly. Let's look at the map. How many pieces you need? 6. You can buy them on the auction house. So that's your only recourse. Well, if you're not a miner yourself, buy them on the auction house or recruit a friend to help you go mine them, and they can give you them. We just got a second point of fishing, BTW. So, yeah, I forgot that, but it's not the end of the world. At some point, we got to make the run over. Now, at this point, it's going to be how can we do that as smartly as possible. At least it's not crazy far away or anything. We just are going to fly to Ironforge and back, so a pretty quick flight path. And then when we go to Ironforge, we'll have to walk down and walk back up. It will probably... It's... that we got our third point of fishing. It's also what will be faster to get this quest where we need to turn in an Oberbrew to Stormwind. And then while we're in Stormwind, on the way back, we pick that up. That's one possible route. Or do we go back and pick it up so that when we go out there, we can do the both of them together? There's not a lot of other quests that send us down that way. And then we go turn them back in together. That's probably better. That sounds better as I talk it out. So because we're starting with all of the picking up of the towns, the quests in town, this will probably feel like our shortest episode. Tomorrow's episode will probably feel like our longest because we'll get majority of the region done. And then on our final day, we will most likely finish off the quests in Dunmodr, Dandal Span. There's some interesting quests up that way. That's where all the elites are. And then we will also probably get the quests that allow us to start Stockade. So that's going to happen over the next few days. So that means Monday I will be most likely running the Stockades, and then I don't know whether or not we got our 4th one. We just need one more point of fishing. I don't know whether or not, depending on time. Stockades is a short dungeon, so I'm not sure if I will divide that into 2. It's going to be how long does it take me to get a group to Stockades, really. The episode itself running Stockades might be short between us, but can I get a dungeon run to Stocks in 15 minutes? Stockades is probably the easiest dungeon to recruit for, or does it take me half an hour to an hour? So that's going to depend. That's going to affect a lot of things, too. Yeah. So on the last episode of Lore of Assassin's Creed, we've begun working in that zone. We're probably getting close to halfway through Assassin's Creed 1. So again, there we go. We got. So if you are again interested in that content, check it out on the Patreon. It's got some fun game series, and it does have some pretty cool lore too. All right, so we have our 170. We actually also probably have some fish we could cook now too, and then we're going to look around as we go. There's this Manethil Sentry. It's a bigger town, less personalized feel. Here's a reagent vendor.
Hello.
I'll sell the blasting powder because I'm not going on. I'm also selling the oily blackfish and the firefin. But rainbow fin, is that worth cooking? Oh, that's a dead fish to us. So that was useless fishing.
Safe travels.
Okay, we're not going to get any cooking out of that. Here's a night elf herbalism trainer, Tuluranon Moonshadow. And then an alchemy supplies Duin Shimmerdon. It just has bottles. Upstairs, there is a tailoring, supply, and specialty goods person, Genabink Power Scene. Patterns, mostly tailoring stuff, but those dyes are, obviously, we need them even as a blacksmith to make pants. So if you want your dyes and stuff, there's a place there upstairs. We've got the Ballisti over here. Here we have James Halloran with Young Crocodile Skins quest.
I'm James Halloran, the tanner. My cured crocolisk skins are sought after all over, shipments leaving by boat to ports around the world. Met Einar? He's one of the hunters that brings crocolisk skins in for me. I'm a bit short on the softer skins that come off crocolisk young. Being that I'm running low, I'll pay you top coin for a stack of the skins. You can find the young crocs in the marshes, right outside of town.
Alright, so no, we haven't met that guy yet. We are going to get the quest from him soon. He is a dwarf out in the middle of the field that we'll talk to. Inside here, I think is... Oh, look, here's Andrea Halloran, Regina Halloran, and Jesse Halloran. So we have a little family there. Isn't that cute? Here's a person that trains horses. So Ungar Starforth breeds horses.
What can I do? Years of quality breeding techniques and plenty of care allow
72 gold for us to buy one.
These horses.
Thomas
Please,
Booker.
Take your time as you consider them for your mount. A horse is a companion for the ages, friend. Don't sell yourself short. Get your steed here today.
We won't need to do that as a paladin, but that's, I guess, one of the places that you can buy horses. I think maybe Goldshire you can do it too. Not sure. All right, here's another Harlow Barnaby, a dwarf that's
Dunmodr has fallen
dead.
to the Dark Iron Dwarves! My wounds are grave, adventurer. Most of the regiment was killed. The Dark Iron thugs attacked us before we could regroup from the Thandol Span ambush. Our leader, Longbraid, sounded the retreat horn. As we left the town, I was hit by a stray axe in the back. All went black. I awoke here in Menethil, but I fear for my fellow soldiers. Hope still burns within me. Perhaps Longbraid is still alive. See if you can find him near Dunmodr, person.
All right, the Fall of Dunmodr. That is the breadcrumb to the elite quests. So we probably... It is not obviously it's not hard. It's just a breadcrumb, but it's taking us over to that area. Now, within the breadcrumb that sent us into Menethil Keep, we already picked up, but you want to make sure you get this one first.
Adventurer! The Dragonmoor Orc clan is showing its strength in more than just Algaz. Captain Stoutfist has asked to speak with those willing to offer aid against these orcs. He is inside the keep, in the war room.
So that is a breadcrumb to go deeper into the keep. Report to... And that is actually a green quest. This one will be worth more than like some of the killing murlocs or whatever that we're going to have to do. Now, if you look at the keep, again, all keeps have pretty much the same layout. Here within this one, we have more Menethil sentries. They're usually built kind of like an H with the 4 rooms. Sometimes you can have these connected through here. We'll look at that in a moment. Sometimes there are shops. There's a cooking stove right there, I guess, if you want one. And here's an engineering and general goods supply guy, Neil Allen.
For something specific?
He looks like he's got ammo and literally copper tubes, engineering supplies. So that's another place you could go if you're doing that dark shirt quest and you want you're trying to make the telescope. Alright, some places, some of these places, almost all of them actually have this tiny room here under the stairs that leads to the basement. Very few have anything in it. I guess there's the one in Hillsbred Foothills when you're doing the orcs that has one. Here's another quest by Red Jack Flint.
Hey there.
Oh, to be at sea once again, to feel the kiss of the wind and to have the waves rock me like my blessed mother long ago. Oh, I wish I had your fortune. Good, Paladin, for I see the sea in your future. It's my job to tell eager souls of the land of Kalimdor, the land of opportunity. If you're willing to try your luck across the sea, then take a ship from here to the lovely port of Theramore. Speak there with my partner, the elf, Fiora Longears. She'll start you on your Kalimdor adventure.
Be careful.
So that's just a breadcrumb. To Theramore, Fiora Longears. Look, it's the easiest, lowest level quest in the zone. It gives us a second reason to go over there. I'm not really worried about going over there right now. We're not going to get any really great reward for it. Now, as we go up the stairs further, whenever you're going up the stairs, again, the top of the T, if you look to the left or to the right, you'll see one set always leads to a ramp and one set always leads to stairs. The stairs are usually dead ends that send you up and over a balcony if you ever wanted to be at the top. And then usually the other side is like a dead end. Here you go, see there's a sentry, but you have to jump if you actually want to make it back. And look, now it takes you to the end. So, I mean, it takes you to like one of the 4 rooms on the bottom. So just a same layout, so back the way we just were. So this time if we went to the right instead, there is, wait, is that the stairs I just was at? Maybe I am... Maybe that's... I don't know if... Yeah, so I think same kind of setup where the other side leads to stairs too. That will inevitably lead to a dead end that you have to jump down. Yeah, see, this is a different room. It looks the same, but really we just did 2 different things. Just decided to walk around and kind of show you that. Most of you probably already know it, but if you're constantly running around doing quests and stuff in the area, you start to memorize these kind of layouts. The ramps are always the way you want to go, and then that will take us here to these open rooms. There's Timothy Clark, he's actually a dude. And a sentry, and here's the main leader of Menethil right now, Captain Stoutfist.
Adventurer, Valstag briefed me on your past success with the Dragonmoor orcs at Dunalgaz. You're a person of worth, and I have a task for you.
Because we killed them on the way here, if you remember.
The Dragonmoor orc clan was all but destroyed by the end of the Second War, after they lost control of their red dragon pets. The dragons were not very happy with their old masters, and fiercely hunted the Dragonmoors. What few remained fled from grim battle and into the mountains east of Welger's excavation. Now they've gained strength, and have an encampment northeast of Menethil. We want you to attack that encampment. Gather and bring me their war banners as proof.
Okay, so we just turned in the breadcrumb we had picked up, so we've officially finally finished a mission. And we picked up war banners. So that's probably one we're going to do tomorrow. That's to fight the Dragon Ball orcs. They're, other than the elites, they're probably the toughest mobs in this zone. And that's why we'll save them for day 2 of questing in the area. Alright, so we've done the keep itself. Although I'm sure we will be back in there to continue that quest line, if not other things as well. Alright, so as we continue around, if you look, this is where we came, and now we're going to loop around to the other side of the town. So this is where a lot of the shops, any place you want to repair, this is the place to be. Here's Sita. She has digging through the ooze as a quest. She's a little dwarf.
On my weekly visit to Ironbeard's tomb, I was attacked by dreadful dripping oozes. Naturally, I panicked. I threw my bag at one, but it didn't do anything. The ooze just sucked it right up. Luckily, it did give me enough time to get away. The bad news is that I really need to get the contents of my bag. I don't know which ooze I threw my bag at. They all look the same. Ironbeard's tomb is northeast of here, near Dunmodder. Thank you so much.
Okay, so that's a 10-slot bag you get for doing this quest. If we look at our bags, we still have one room to improve to a 10-slot bag because we still have Captain Sanders' booty bag that we need to get rid of. So that will help us. This will be a 2-point upgrade for us for now. Okay, digging through the ooze. Inside Sita's house is a Darina Rumdnull. Gimlock Rumdnull. Obviously a dwarf child, but they don't have a dwarf child, so they just gave a human one. And then Grumham Rumdrull is our other general person, so you have a second ammo person. She's speaking dwarvish, I guess. Sita, I think, is the wife of the dude, maybe? In this little house on the prairie is Caitlin Grassman. She does nothing for us. She probably has a thing. Here's Nayla Trance. We will be most likely using her as a repair. Or her partner on the other side, Edwina Monzor.
Can I help you?
Bower and Fletcher combo both can repair. I use them most likely as my repair people. Inside here, we can smelt. Here we have Brack Durnad. He can repair also. This is where our forge is. We have a gunsmith here, Munden Dirth, and Bronmar, who is the armorer. So that's just nothing special. Just a team of dwarves we can use to if we need to do our blacksmithing, since that is our profession. Alright, out here is First Mate Fitzsimmons. He's part of quests. We will be talking to him, but just not yet. And here's Bethane Flinthammer. And Hargan Mundar. So just people hanging around the bar. She's the stable master. Okay. To poke Slim John, we'll use him as a quest. Junder Brock. Here is James Hyal. Vincent Hyal.
James? Oh, he left quite some time ago. Felt the second wind of patriotism, I suppose. Not hard to see why he would. With all the insanity in Lordaeron, many people joined up with Jaina Proudmoore when she went across the sea. My brother James went with Lady Proudmoore across the sea. Last I heard, the fighting had settled down over there, and James was setting up an inn somewhere on the continent. Wherever he is, I'm sure he's doing good business. Damn fine cook he was. I haven't heard from him for a while now. Too busy with his inn, I'd wager. But the clerk in Theramore could probably point you to him.
So, there you go. We've done the James Hyal quest line, and now we have the second half of this breadcrumb, which that's one, again, you can pick that quest up without, so that's our second quest completed. You can pick that up without coming here, so you will miss a quest if you do that first. These people are all part of quests. We already used him. Mikhail, he's a bartender. Here's the innkeeper, if you want to set your Hearthstone. Albert.
We've stories to tell,
juices
to empty.
And beer. There is also this guy, Kursok Prawn. He is our tradesman. Tradesmen are the best to check out because if there is ever going to be a cooking recipe for sale, it will be usually at your tradesman. Down here we've got these giant kegs. Kegs. Oh my. A keg of cider or juice perhaps. Upstairs in the inn we have the shady dealer, Samor Festivus. Hey there. If you are a rogue and you need to make poison. Inside room 2 is a dwarf for the Explorers League, Archaeologist Flagongut. We already turned in a quest to him, and I think we'll come back to him. There's another book. And the final room, we have a little gnome. Who is your first
The
aid
esteemed
trainer?
Dr. Gustav van Housen can train you further. He can be found in
Theramore.
Theramore treating the wounded at the barracks.
Easy peasy. So that will actually be great. So if we get enough to get to 225, we just have to pop over to Theramore. That is great. I'm actually going to wait on the Theramore stuff until we're done with a lot of other things. So what do I miss here? Oh, I guess First Mate Fitzsimmons does actually have quests. He just didn't show on quest yet.
What can I do for you?
You're willing to endure tales that will shiver your timbers and sog your skivvies and get yourself a drink and sit for a spell.
I was once first mate on the Wave Mistress, ship of the line in the Kultiras Third Fleet, the Doomed Fleet. Doomed, for on its last voyage the fleet was attacked by red dragons. Dragons controlled by orcs. We didn't stand a chance against that dragonfire, and our fleet was burned and sunk off this here coast. I'm the sole survivor of those poor vessels. My head hammers and pounds. I'll need a fresh drink if I'm to get a handle on this hangover and continue the tale.
Alright, so we will do that for the guy. So he wants a flagon of mead, and we are going to facilitate his alcoholism.
Fill your tankard and pull up a chair. We've stories to tell and kegs to empty.
13 silver to get this quest. That's good.
Can I help you? See you later.
Oh, I'm so very thirsty. Why don't you buy a drink for this poor pathetic fool?
Ah, that hits the spot, loosens the tongue. Thanks, mate. I'm the sole survivor of the ill-fated Third Fleet of Kultiras, wrecked off the coast to the north. But although I'm the only member of the fleet still breathing, I'm not the only one still walking about. For on one of our ships was hidden a great and terrible treasure, and the eerie power of it keeps the souls of my brothers trapped within the ship's rotting hulls. But if you can free some of my brothers, then perhaps you can break their curse.
Okay, so that's a Warcraft 2 tie-in. This is a survivor from the Warcraft 2 cutscene, basically.
You've heard of the Greenwarden?
That's
You're
good.
not looking for him, are you?
Breadcrumb.
Well, I say you're crazy if you are, but who am I to keep a fool from her death? If you are seeking that beast, then I hear he is in the marsh, east of the road where it forks to Dunmooder. He's lurking there among the croc, and worse.
Crocs.
And leave your money here. You won't need it where you're going, and you don't want to chip old Greenie's tooth on your gold when he bites you in half, do you?
It's hanging out around those uber popular shoes. Okay, so that's actually good that we picked up. But first, let's look at the Third Fleet. I don't even know where that is. Okay, so the Third Fleet, which is cool because we also picked up and turned it in, and then that opened us up to what? Cursed Crew. And then the... So that's... Oh, I should actually go back in there and check off some of those quests too. Cursed Crew picked up. And the Greenwarden. So let's take a peek at what we've actually turned in. Just 3 quests. So Captain Stoutfist, James Hyal, and the Third Fleet. So Captain Stoutfist, James Hyal, and the Third Fleet. So done. All right, cool. I think that's it. We've now picked up, for the most part, the quests in town, which means we're about ready to roll on the bridge out of town. Look at all that beautiful things that Questy has populated on our map here. We have something right out. There's a person on the bridge. There you go. Terrell Rockweaver. I forgot about the Greenwarden having a breadcrumb, so I guess definitely pick that up first. I'm glad that we picked up all these quests.
Oh my! You must be the scout Longbraid said he would send! You cannot imagine how worried I
Another
have been.
breadcrumb.
My wife Merrin has been sending me letters each week for the past month. She is part of the Welgar excavation team, but it has been nearly 2 weeks since her last correspondence. Surely something is wrong. Longbraid said that he would send a scout to check up on things if we did not hear from the team soon. I assume that scout is you, adventurer. Find Merrin at the excavation site to the east.
Alright, so let's do it. So that is also a breadcrumb, but we're not actually going to go there yet. I'm going to head straight over to the Greenwarden, and on the way we're going to pick up daily delivery. So first of all, we just picked up In Search of the Excavation Team. And yeah, we're gonna spread this out a little bit. See. Bam. Okay, and that's what we're gonna do. Let's look at our time, so I know how to clock where we're at. We're about probably about halfway. What we'll do today, and that gives us time for adventure. So it is annoying to run back and forth along this trail. Although in 6 levels, we're gonna get our paladin horse. I'm not gonna run all the way down because I don't have the Incendicite quest yet. Perhaps we will do that after we do this big run here. So we do have to dig through the ooze for that bag. If you look, basically any slime we can pick up. Which, over here is normally where I get it, but I guess we can go over here and check it out too. Because I actually kind of want to go... I usually don't make this appear on my map. I don't know when and why you would ever make this part of the map open up, but we're going to do it today. On Cataclysm, there are quests over there, but... we're not... I don't know that we're going to do the excavation today. My guess is we're going to do this whole loop there and back, but not going up to Dune Motor, not going down this far, or not going in here, just picking up kind of this corridor, and seeing where that takes us. If we really do all that, that's still a pretty big set of quests. And far beyond what I would typically finish in one day, which is going to continue the real struggle we're going to have of me somehow trying to stay on top of the episodes. I think now that we're in this busier season, and because I'm catching so much up, I was doing closer to 2 hours. I think I'm going to be kind of splitting the difference, and for a little while I'm going to go around hour and a half instead of 90 minutes. I think that will be a bit of a compromise between the two. There's a croc over there that we could get, but I'm pretty sure I'm not that worried. The drop rate's pretty decent, and we'll have all these crocs to kill along the way. All right, so now we're ready. We're ready to save the swamplands. We are ready to help deal with, dig up some archaeological things, fight some of the lingering Dragon Maw clan of orcs, and deal with the lingering evil from the Second War, which saw red dragons, basically. And when we read the World of Warcraft 2 novel, you can actually kind of read some of the storyline of the dragons coming and taking these ships down. It's pretty cool. We did read that. If you're interested on like a book on tape, put that out there. Somebody at work the other day was talking to me. They're like, I didn't realize you played this game and that you have a show. I guess they're a big WoW person. All right, so this is Kixel. I think we've looked at what they have for sale before. There's a little frog.
Oh, do I have a deal for you?
You want to buy some herbs, I guess. Cool. He probably every now and then has like an alchemy recipe too, but...
Greetings, traveler! Don't suppose you might be heading in the direction of Menethil, would you? If you're not, I'd suggest you stop there. It's a good place to purchase goods and even have a pint and relax. Now, if it just so happens that you're heading in that direction, I don't suppose you'd mind taking this bundle of crocolisk skins to James Halloran, the tanner. I'd do it myself, but my wife's been in quite a mood lately, and I'd like to put off facing her as long as possible.
Alright, so we have a bundle of skins now for his wife. I think that's Sita. It's called Daily Delivery. It's the next easiest quest in the area. And that's just, hey, go back to Menethil. We will. Don't worry, dude. And now I think we can actually start to kill. So these are the young crocolisks right here. They're pretty easy. I'm just going to go ahead and kill a couple as we make our way over here to the Greenwarden to drop off and pick up a quest or two. We didn't get one from that croc. I'm not going to chase too far down. I just felt like we'd get a couple close ones. He's right over there, so we're close to him. Okay, 2 crocs, no skin. We only need 4 skins, so that Fen Creeper, that's a different quest. We will need to take those guys out. They are perpetually in stealth. Luckily, we're higher level, so we can detect them a little bit easier. But that's depending on your level. That's one of the more annoying quests in the zone. It's a pretty easy zone. The elites are challenging, but other than that, it's pretty easy.
The roots and ferns
He's like Groot.
speak well of you, small one. Although I have many names, I answer to only a few. But you may call me Rethiel, and you must hearken. For these lands weep from festered wounds, and I would charge you to heal them.
Tramping Paws.
The moss-hide gnolls have lived in the wetlands peacefully for many years, but now grow in numbers. Their feet stamp flat the fen's bushes and flowers, and their foul axes cut too much wood to fuel their fires. They are no longer in balance with the land. For the wetlands to survive, the gnolls must be reduced. Kill 15 moss-hide gnolls and 10 moss-hide mongrels. Hunt them to the south near the dwarven gate of Algaz. After you do this, return to me.
So he wants us to go down there. Dag. Nabbit. Alright, so that gives us the Greenwarden. That one is now done. And picked up Tramping Paws, so we finished another one there. Yeah, it's pretty easy level quest, but now we have a reason to go down that way, and that stinks. So we don't have to go all the way down that far. The problem is that it's gonna lock us out. We need to go there a little bit, but whatever. Oh look, there's a red whelp over here. So maybe dragons are out this way. I don't know, but we can fight these oozes. We need that for Cetus bag. I just wanted to go over this way because I never go over here. There's no quest that sends you over here to kill these red whelps. There's not a quest that does that. Maybe, yeah, her bag wasn't in that one. I just kind of sort of wanted to go over here and open up this part of the map. This is actually interesting because there's war, like, obviously this is a place where war is fought. You also see baby red dragons. So this is kind of an area where most likely there was some battle. Maybe in that night, what was it called? The Night of the Ancients or whatever it was. The one where, man, it's been a while since we read those books. The Ronin came and helped free, and he had assistance from his dragon friend that was a dragon, like, personified. Oh, starts with a K, I think. I don't remember his name either. I barely remembered Ronin, and I mean, okay, so this is called the Green Belt, but that's not it. Neat though, those are level 26, so these are higher level whelps for the area. I don't know, what if anything ever sends you over here? Look, there's somebody else exploring over here. Look, that's a monstrous ooze. These are big old oozes. I never, ever come this way to do this quest. I literally don't know if I've ever killed one of these monstrous oozes in my life. So that's kind of neat. And they're still worth no XP, so this zone is going to be a little bit fruitless for us in terms of what we get out of it in XP, because so far ahead of the game. It says that we can get her bag, though, from them. So I'm going to trust it. Just come back. But if we don't find it here, not the end of the world. Okay, that was a lot of stuff. So here you go. This is an entry to some territory. What is it? I'm actually, like, curious. Because I never go over here. Okay. So we're in this area. The Dragon Maw Gates. So there you... Oh, it leads to Grim Batal. Which... Aha. So that is something that's cool and part of the story, but never actually implemented. Huh. So, you know what? And in Season of Discovery, I feel like they recently added a dungeon. I don't know if it's not. It might be Grim Batal. So I bet you that was originally planned as a dungeon, and they just never got to it. Like they ran out of time or whatever. Now, later on, after Cataclysm, yes, you can come here, you can do Grim Batal. It is eventually a thing, but it's kind of neat how it already exists. And it's tied to the Red Dragons. It's just one of those things. They ran out of time and they never got to it in Classic. So kind of cool. I don't think I have that on any map on any of my characters. What is this dude doing up here? This hunter. He's killing these whelps. Is he I don't even know what he's doing. Like, what is his... He waved at me, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what homeboy is doing out there. Here's a couple herbs. There's another ooze. I'm out here for oozes. This is Dire Forge Hill. This is kind of where you can go if you want. Look, but then there's something else right there too. It's not appearing on the map. So that might be what he is doing too. He might be coming out and trying to hit up all the exploration of the maps. There's a silver vein up there. Oh my gosh. I want that silver vein. Oh, he's fighting these things too. I wonder if it's someone out there of a like mindset. You can see there is a little something up here. What? What's going on? Raptor Ridge? A cave full of raptors. Highland Razor Maws. It's like there was a whole section of this zone they just never got to. Huh. Crazy. A whole raptor cave up here. What's funny? It's interesting that this exists. And that these are high level raptors too. Unless there is something up here and I just don't know about it, but that would be odd because it would have to be a much higher level thing or something not showing on Questy, or I don't know. Okay, I want this silver though. That's the reason I came up here. Interesting. Interesting. But we have some more silver, so now we have reasoning all over again to get lots of copper and tin. Ow. So back in the copper tin hunt, because now we have the silver. We have got 7 silver. We have the silver we need to go along with it. What is he doing killing these whelps? I have to say my curiosity is piqued by this dwarf. Is there something about the world I don't know? Probably. There's an ooze that I need. Is he just out here grinding? Like, maybe that's how he's decided he wants to level? Couldn't tell you. Oh, we didn't get our bag from it. Alright, so I'm cool there. I think we'll go ahead and... I'm gonna skip the Dragon Maw, I think. No, we could do the Dragon Maw, too. I kind of want to get some more ooze killing. Maybe we'll kind of make a loop up here. I'm not going to do the breadcrumb yet. There's another raptor. I can at least come over here and then make my way back down the river over here, something like that. There ooze. That's my real goal is the oozes right now. Although I am a little bit annoyed that the Greenwarden is killing us. I mean, we could go down there. It's pros and cons to both. Kinda want to, because the Greenwardens is a chain, and I kinda want to get that chain started. But I also a decomposed boot. I don't remember. I don't think this is like the last one where we're waiting for the chest to pop out of their body like we did in Ashenvale. Okay, we got a large slimy bone. Okay, I will keep my comments to myself. I'm not talking about my large slimy bone. So this is where one of the guys for the elite quest can be found. Last time I did it, it might have been off camera. It wasn't that long ago. That's how I know we're catching up. Alright, so 20, 30, right around there. Okay. Maybe one of these oozes will drop it for us. Over here, you can also get it right here. That's a good spot. I've gotten it there before as well. Since it's just one thing, I'm not surprised that the drop rate's kind of doo-doo. We don't have to fully commit to it. We need these crocolisks as well. So start hunting.
We got to hunt some crocs.
We're gonna fill up on our inventory soon, though. Just killing rando. It's not really like we're killing rando things. We're just kind of. I did say we were gonna save the swamp and do like conservation efforts in the swamp. Apparently, that begins by killing lots of crocolisks. So, I don't know if that's like the Greenpeace way or whatever. Not sure if we're going to be winning any environmentalist awards. At least they're young. Question mark. Okay, we got two. Boom, boom. We're getting their meat. The tender meat, I think, is decent. Look, I think I see a campsite over there too. I don't know if that's an NPC or if that's like mobs. Ren summons with invite. I saw it in the loot box that was really supposed to be for me. Oh, those are gnolls. Moss-hide mistweavers. So does that mean that they are monk healers from Pandaria? Isn't that called a mistweaver? So what's the deal there? If we already have a mistweaver, what are you doing, Blizz? Robbing from yourself? Double using names? Or are those monks that can also heal? Is there a connection between the Pandaren and those gnolls? These are the real questions that we need to know. When I fight them, I'm going to be looking for any sort of connections. Enchant Bracer Lesser Spirit. I'm going to send that to my enchanter. I don't know if he will have it. Alright, I thought this was good. Didn't get them all. I guess we can go down there. And I guess that just means we're going to have to come back for the Rethman ore. It's going to have to happen after. Oh, well. Oh, well. So now I'm making my way all the way down. Now I've said screw it. Because we need this... We need these mongrels. And while we're down there, we will get the root is in addition. Keep my eye out. Oh, there's another croc.
Crikey! I see a croc. Stick my thumb.
No, that croc apparently didn't have skin. There's another one of those fen creepers. Keep an eye out. Well, fen creepers. The young wetlands crocodile. They're a special kind of croc. So another fen creeper. Fen creepers are the perfect example of the kind of thing where you will find like 500 of them when you don't need them. They're very annoying to try to find, and then the second you're on a quest where you gotta kill a bunch of them, it'll be like, where are they all? I don't know. One thing that's going for us pretty well is we're basically near the end of a cycle right now, meaning like a tier of zones. Well, no, I would say Hillsbrad's kind of like a transition of that. We're getting right near the end. Hillsbrad for Alliance is a different story. So, what that means is that, you know, things are... This is a very easy zone when you're at level 34. I mean, we're on a level 22 quest. But it will not stay like this, I promise you. The game will become hard again. And there are points that are hard, like when we're at the end and we're doing those elite quests, they're challenging. What the heck are these guys? Oh, that was Chieftain Nekrosh. He is actually like part of the quest. Look, there's a bunch of crocs up there. We only need one more croc. One more croc skin. There we go. Alright, we don't need any more crocs, but now we're down here, we can kill these moss hides. We need 15 gnolls and 10 mongrels. This is a great area. What the heck? Look at him. He's like all freaking out. That's a fen runner. That's a fen runner. We do not need that kind. This guy is all up on that copper. I'm not going to fight him for the copper. We need some copper, but I don't need it that bad. Yeah, not all. This is a great place, though, if you're a Blizzard mage. Great grinding spot. Look at that. You can kill that whole batch of guys, which is what I did with my mage. Without even breaking the sweat. To be frank, we could probably go in there and wreck shop ourselves. But we don't need fen runners, wisp weavers. They do look kind of... Oh, they're none of the kind that we need at all. Nope. So, there's no point for us to kill them. Because... they're not the type we're looking for. More mongrels. Oh, he's moving off that ore. No, now he's moving back. He really wants it. I didn't want him to run and aggro that group. So apparently the mongrels are what's going to be... Am I doing that, or are they... I don't think so. They've got to be having something that turns them green. But it does make it look like it's me, like turning them green with some kind of effect. Alright, so we have... That means we're killing a total of 25, and we've killed 5 so far. So 20% of the way done. And we do have all of the gator skins done. So when we get back to Menethil, we're ready to roll on that. Ooh, look, there's another... a whole little cluster of... Oh, they don't have... They can't drop it. The black slimes can't drop it. That's lame. So I guess those don't technically count as oozes. Alright, here are the actual generic moss-hide gnolls that we need more of. These are even weaker than the ones we've been fighting. So, be still your heart. They also are turning green, though, when you hit them. Maybe that's because they are quote-unquote moss hides. Alright, we just pulled 3. Or pulled, yeah, 3 total. Got 1, pulled 3. It's fine, they can't even hit me. They're so low level. But don't. We probably could have gone in there and fought the whole dang crew. I don't know that I was this high when I did this the first time through. But there you go, he pulled another. Oh. I don't want spirit decay on me. No. Oh, I forgot we can cure diseases, so would have been fine. Let's see what we're at after this one. I feel like we just killed a bunch, so now we are at, after this guy, we are already up to 15 out of 25 now. So that puts us, boom, we jumped up to 60% just like that. More bones to gnaw. Yeah! You found me! Alrighty. I can't believe the black slime like that. It would be so nice. There's a whole pack of them. Dang it. Now that mongrel didn't want to fight all three. Because now that other mongrel is not needed. It's not the knoll I'm looking for. I guess I'll learn it. I guess so. Okay, so now it's just a matter of gnolls. We just need 6 more gnolls, 5 more gnolls, so we're 80% of the way done. As we go to kill our gnolls, we'll come back and get a couple. We might as well go down to grab the actual musquash root. Very easy. Then we're set up for the Tear of Taloa when we go there. What are you? You're a mongrel. You're a mongrel and your mother's a mongrel. That's right, I said it. You make me sick. Okay, so if you... Oh, there's copper. Unguarded by mobs, perhaps? Mm-hmm.
I need to get closer.
Okay. Because now, 1 piece. Awesome. That's great mining right there. Oh, that's gold. That wasn't copper, so we had no copper. So now, what do we have? So we basically need 8 pieces per every silver. Okay, now we have the musquash root. That one's ready to go. We're also down to only 7 bag slots. Where's our silver? 7. So we need 7 times 8, really. So 56 pieces of silver and tin, which means we need a total. Get that tin while we're here too. What are these guys? Dark iron juggernauts? I don't even remember this. Literally have no idea what these guys are all about. Which means we need 28 each copper and tin. We really want to get going. Plus the tin is where we're going to get our core stones from. We do need a total of... There you go. We got 2 right there. We need core stones to make this happen also. And apparently the black slimes are useless. So to make a coarse sharpening stone, probably 2, maybe 3. Again, mining on that. 2 points there. Coarse sharpening stone, no, not. Coarse grinding stone takes 2. So that means we're trying to go with a total of 7. So for each one of those, we need 2 stones, I believe. We look at the silver gauntlets. Yep, so that means we need 4. So we need 28 total core stones. And I think we had 1. So, look, somebody just killed a pack. Which takes 4 off. Or, I mean, takes 2 off. So that means we need 26 total more core stones. Alright, we still need 3 more of these gnolls. There's a mage, I told you. They are good for killing if you're a mage. Just go in there and shoot blizzard all over their heads. It's like barfing at a Dairy Queen. Just
Blizzard everywhere.
Alright, and here we go. Yeah, see, she's trying to pull the pack. I don't know if she's successfully doing it or not, but that's what you gotta do. There's a gnoll right there. That can be our last one. Whoops, wrong button. I just want one more gnoll. Oh, they've sheeped one as well, because the Mistweavers are... They're the casters of all through. Alright, that's it. I'm not killing anymore. I'm gonna run. I'm just running my way through here. We do still need these oozes. But I guess first and foremost we'll go turn in this Tramping Paws quest. Just to get that one kind of continuing on. We could take a circuitous route so that we can kill... Look, there you go, see? That person is a paladin. Barbiche. They're all from the same guild. Those two are, I guess it's not all, but... We can take a circuitous route so I can get a few more cracks of the slime. Why not? Not really in a hurry, honestly. We are gonna literally destroy the quests in this zone, so I'm just not worried. And if we can get decent help, like we could pretty much almost solo the Dune Mode requests at this level. If we can get one more level up on the way, it's not a question. There's not an almost in that word. Now, especially as a paladin, all of the bubbles and saves. I mean, when we did Black Fathom Deeps a couple days ago, we were like basically soloing bosses in Black Fathom Deeps. Oh, that little dragon's after me. I'm not gonna fight it though. A lost well? Aw. Aww. Oh, what's this? Oh, leather shoulders. That's cool. Oh, I want that tin also. More tin, more tin. That's good. We do need copper to go along with this tin. I can't believe copper is what we have a deficit of right now. And we need 28 each of these. I mean, we maybe don't need all of that because, like, who knows if we need all 7. Like, we might get 2 points into the level up and then those aren't worth very much anymore. It might be not worth all the effort, but I'm sure there'll at least be a yellow level recipe. So as you can see, either the drop rate on this quest is just lame, or these just are not a good place to go. And like I said, I've never before today fought these monstrous oozes, maybe ever, and certainly not for this quest. I never come over here to do this quest. Just mixing it up today. But we ended up taking out those gnolls, got the muskrat. And you can see here, here we are, we're killing another 4 or 5 of them. Still not a drop, there's another one over there. Make our way up and see. They're not worth XP, they're higher level, so it's a little bit more no XP. So multiply 0 by a greater number. And that's what you're going to get on this one. But we're not even I'm not even having to like think about how I fight, rotation, chance of death. It's just not even entering the equation. I only have 3 bag slots left. So one way or another, I need to start making my way back soon. At least over to this dude, so I can sell. some of the junk. I would like to kill the Dragon Maw and get their banners before we head back. Will I do it today? Maybe. Thanks. I don't know why these things are so dog water for... Or I could just be having bad RNG, so it's really hard. I'm an isolated experiment here. Doesn't mean that these things are necessarily worse. It could just be that my RNG was just happened to be bad, coinciding with the first time I ever tried that. We could look up Wowhead too and see. I'm guessing the rate's going to be pretty low, because I'm guessing most people don't come over this way. I mean, I've already ruined the ratio for the client enough because I've never gotten it from here, and now the one time I am actually fighting over here, I'm getting a 0% drop rate. So, depending on the actual sample size, I might be skewing the numbers single-handedly right now. Alright, I guess we gotta go back over to this dude too, and then over to sell. I'm just trying to want this bag. Mage Royal, that's what you're... One slot. Yikes. I mean, and whatever, it is what it is. If this zone ended up for whatever reason taking me 4 instead of 3 episodes, we could make up for that time a little bit by condensing stockades. Nice. I guess I already had some of those, so they stacked. I already had some of that garbage. I don't know why I've never noticed these whelps. But it makes sense that they're out here from a lore perspective, since we're right next to Grimmatal. I guess I'm going to head back to the Greenwarden and turn in his quest, and then we're going to head over to the little shop right here, and then head to sell, and I'm going to go grind in this section for a little bit. Okay, so here are the black oozes. So those monstrous oozes, the drop rate was terrible. These black oozes... maybe that's where we'll get lucky. These are the types of oozes I think that are up by the... There you go, we got it. Alright, so up here is monstrous oozes bad. Black oozes at least decent. We didn't have to kill that many of them. Okay, we're going to sell here, and then we're going to do the Dragon Maw war banners. And probably... and then we'll start making our way back. We'll look at our time at that point.
By reducing the Lowe's number, you have tended to the health of the wetlands. Although my faith in your people has been taxed in the past, human, may yet be restored.
Fire taboo.
The mosshides are cutting the trees of the wetlands, using the trees' flesh to warm themselves with fire. I will suffer this pain no longer. Rid the mosshides of their crude flints, the tools they use to make fire. The flints are borne by all mosshides except the smaller mosshide gnolls and mosshide mongrels.
So except for the ones we just killed, all the rest have them. Now we just did the Tramping Paws. Boom. Done. Nailed it. And we picked up Fire Taboo. So not that much higher level of the quest, but a smidgy poo higher. So that, like they said, they're everywhere, but I would say we can more fight the middling mosshides, but we're going to look at the Dragon Maw things first. A Warlock. How goes it, Warlock? I hear a Fen. Yep. That's another one of the ones. He will send you to kill the Fen creepers. I think there's like 4 quests in his quest chain. So we'll be going back and forth to fight and turn him stuff in a few times. We probably won't even go into Menethil. We'll kind of probably stay out here. No, we can buy healing potions. Alright, no. We gotta keep all that stuff. Is tender crocolisk meat. Is that? Okay, so tender crocolisk meat I don't have a recipe for right now, so I can sell that. Alright, so a lot of rocks. A lot of quest stuff, too. Nothing I can really do about that. Alright, cool. Okay, we gained some of our stuff back. Alright, so now I think we have at least time to do this Dragon Maul part right here. And then we'll see where we're at after that. We are going to go kill, there's a graveyard if you die. Go kill the Dragon Maul for their banners and just check that out. Yeah, this is probably going to be all we do. So we won't go turn this one in, but we'll at least complete it. And then we'll probably just log out here in the wilderness. And next time we'll continue. We'll kill these, make a little jog back to him. And then probably do another... Actually, we don't even need to do a jog back to him. Just kill them and keep on walking, because we've got stuff we need. We need to go all the way back out to him for a couple reasons. Alright, so here's our Dragon Maul. People. Guys are... Oh, look, these are actually higher level. So these are finally worth the XP. These are annoying to fight if you are a caster, because look at that attack speed. They are quite annoying. And he just hit me with a net, and then he'll run too if I don't kill him with this hit. So. Awesome, look at those pauldrons we just got. 149. Ooh. 6 strength, 5 spirit. So I would take the 2 extra strength. That's an upgrade. Yeah. And they look cool. Glittering pauldrons. Glittering male pauldrons. And we got a... I think we got a warp banner from that guy too.
Kick, kick, rukaha, kick.
But people yell. I see people say that kick a lot online. I'm an old man. I see the word kick.
Tell me, what does it mean when you say kick?
Alright. That one did not drop it, so it's not 100% drop rate. But I do like that we just right off the bat got a nice shoulder upgrade. I like that we're getting XP now. It's just 180 each, but we need a total of 28,000 to get to the next level. So it's not like we're knocking on the door, and this 180 rested XP per kill is not going to get us there very fast either. Okay. Got that one. So now we've killed... Now we have a 1 in 3 drop rate on these banners. Okay, boom. I wanted to, like... The combo of the running and the nets is quite annoying. Yeah. See, now, like, in this situation, I can't even smite him. Now he's out of the range of the smite. And I'm still netted for so long. I don't know if I guess I could Blessing of Freedom myself in that situation if I really wanted to. Yeah. So there's that. We could do that if I wanted to break free. Then I would just have to reapply my Blessing of Might. These guys aren't that hard. There's still 7 levels beneath us. Okay. 2 out of 8 war banners. Yeah, so we'll actually probably do the crew flint, and we're not going to do it today, but we'll do it on our way back. We've got 3 banners. That's good. I mean, we didn't get as many quests done on this episode, but we did the housekeeping, we set this up, we did our fishing, and we've done some that are just ready to be turned in. So, it's all part of the greater puzzle, and like I said, that third episode, we do a third one on this, it might seem like there's a lot to do or whatever, but the elite quests, like, they're not going to take a whole... If we get a good group, it's not going to take an hour and a half or, you know, whatever to do that. There's also, I was going to say, there's also some warlocks here. There they are. The warriors, you will also kill these on the warrior quests if you're trying to make the armor. You'll kill these guys and take their shin bones. I don't know if it's just horde or if it's all warriors. I can't remember off the top of the dome. There we go. We got our fourth one. I like that that guy didn't even get a chance to net me. Love it. Don't do it. That's right. What's our next talent going to be? Oh, we're going to start getting vengeance. I keep forgetting. I talk about that probably every episode. We're going to get this one next. We're actually killing these guys so fast, our spirit can't keep up with the mana that it takes to do 2 seals and 2 judgments. Or two seals and a judgment. Seal, judgment, seal. It can't keep up with it. So now I'm going to kill a couple without. That little gnome. Okay, we got our 5th banner. Ooh. Great. Okay. Got that one. I just got a curse on me. Don't like that. Now they just blizzarded it. I was gonna be fine. I was gonna hit the exorcism. Now you can blizzard those two. You didn't even ask me what I wanted. Physical damage reduced. Rude. There you go. There's no point to use that Seal of the Crusader, actually, if you're not going to have Seal of Command on, because then I'm not gaining any extra damage from it. Alright. What are we at? 5 banners, yep. I was planning on killing those guys. I'm just saving the mana. I could have judgmented that guy on the way out. We could also drink some juice or whatever. We don't have to be on hardcore rations like this. I don't care. Come on, bro. Alright, we're getting back up there with our mana. Getting our brains chopped. Okay, now we've had slightly bad RNG where we just killed like 4 or 5 without a banner. But it's fine. Couldn't resist it. There we go, banner 6. He was starting to run away into the pack. I didn't want to pull the whole pack. Yeah, little hex blink over there. This one's running, but I think I have time to chop him. There you go, 7. Okay, we're on our last one. Last. We need our last banner. Yeah, see, look, they're doing some... They're doing some murdering. And probably they're fine. Okay, we need one more banner. I'm gonna go ahead and go after this. Oh, there's 2 of them. Okay. Hold the little skeleton. I decided to go after the skeleton first this time. And this bone warder, he's the one that cursed me, that little jerk. Now I got another scroll of protection though, so I guess I'll take it. You give me a 2-minute curse, and you traded me off a 30-minute buff for armor that I can use one of these times, seriously. You did not give me your banner. So I think that you stay. I will exercise your undead minion. Come on. Alright. Immolation. They are immolating me. Got that one. Okay. I probably should... There we go, got him. Oops. Oh, that makes it to where I can't. Alright, I'm gonna try to hit this person with at least that. They just netted me. Silver vein again? What? Need to heal myself. I want that silver vein. Oh, they ran back. They reset. I want the silver vein though. Silver vein. Silver vein. What? Sure. Why on earth would you do that? Probably because I buffed while they were being attacked. So it didn't appreciate that. I will kill this dude for a piece of silver. Give me your silver, you stinking orc. Alright, so this is about the end of it. I'm going to make my way back to the road, and when we get to the road right there, that's where we're going to log. I might go up and sell on the next episode, but I'm going to stop right there on that road. I think that'll be good. Yeah, so now the good thing about the silver is it allows us to use bronze. It allows us to continue to hunt for bronze. Instead of just hoping for iron and making those pants over and over again, it does give us bronze. Because iron, we're not to the point where iron is, you know, going to be crazy common yet. It's not for a while. It's not even the main one. Like, even once we do Hillsbrad, what's coming up after that? Let me look. Yeah, after that's even Thousand Needles, we'll start to get it more often, but it's not going to be the main one. Desolus, same kind of deal. Like, you're going to be getting bronze all throughout that. Alterac Mountains, then, okay, now we're starting to get Alterac Mountains and Arathi, then we're starting to get where bronze, iron is more of the main. Alright, so when we start, we're going to just log right out here in the road. When we start next time, we're going to make a run through, getting these flints, but I'm not even going to go back to him. We're going to continue our run and kill the Murlocs and the Sailors. We're going to do this whole run. On the next one, actually, let's walk over to this little. We'll walk over to this guy's tent. That'll be where we stop, so we can get a sell action. We're not going down here or up there yet. On the next one, we'll finish out this loop and go turn this big chunk in next time, and then we'll start a secondary loop where we come back. Actually, when we do that chunk, we will also go back to Dunmodr and Stormwind and all that stuff. We'll turn in the Noble Brew, and we will also pick up the Wrethband ore, so we'll do that chunk as well. Alright, so that's good, though. Again, my bad for not being here yesterday, you guys. Forgive me, please. I will see everybody next time. Another episode in the pipe, 5x5. Peace the heck out.